Hi guys. Oh, I guess I kind of look like a Nazi, don't I?
Better now? No? Still not better? Oh, come on. Kind of looks nice. I don't know. Well. In any case, it's really useful for a couple of things. A lot of things, you know. Like, the other day, our stove, which you can kind of see in the background, well, it wasn't, the what do you call it in English? Well, there was a lot of smoke coming out, so this thing came in really handy, so, yeah, well, but I guess it's not really good for talking.
Still kind of look like a Nazi, but at least I can talk now, and it looks kind of stylish, doesn't it? And of course, it's not a Nazi uniform. It's well, but it is the next best thing, though. For those of you who are German, I don't have to explain it. You probably know what it is. For those of you who aren't German, it's a bit difficult to translate, but I'm basically, if you translate it into English, I'm basically wearing an officer's uniform from the German National People's Army, which was the army in East Germany. During the Cold War, and all the other stuff I was wearing before is also from the same army. Including the gas mask and the Stahlhelm. I don't really know what to do with this chunk. So if you're interested, let me know. I'm willing to sell it, and as you can see, it's really stylish, and as you can also see, I'm pretty fat, and it even fits me, kind of, so it will fit everyone else just fine. But why am I wearing this? Because if you didn't guess it, this is actually a book review. Obvious, right? So, it's just, setting the... I'm just trying to set the appropriate setting for the book review, because, today I'm actually really child-friendly, if you didn't notice, because today we are reading Communism for Kids, which is the English translation of a very successful German book of pretty much the same name. And isn't that cute? I mean, look at those cute little communists who are destroying, the old evil capitalist society. Look how cute they are. I mean, isn't this great for children? And it's really successful in Germany. After the English version came out, it has gotten some ridicule. I can't imagine why, but actually, it didn't get any ridicule in Germany. In Germany, it's just, it was very successful in Germany. And a lot of people used this to actually teach their kids. And that's why, because it was so successful, it was translated in English. And you have to understand that, like in the US, in the US, Nazis are kind of like the bad guys, and communists also kind of like the bad guys. Not so much in Germany. Well, it depends, If you are a Nazi in Germany, then if you are actually a German Nazi, and there are some, I met some, I actually drank tea with them. If you want to check it out, it's on my German channel. But anyway, if you are a German Nazi, then of course you won't regard Nazis as the bad guys. You will regard them as the good guys. And if you are a German communist, and there are actually a lot of those, then likewise you will not see the communists as the bad guys, and you will also kind of like the uniform I'm wearing right now, because maybe you haven't realized that it actually looks the exact same as a Nazi uniform, pretty much, in my opinion. But they don't. Maybe they've never looked at a Nazi uniform so closely. So anyway, of course, German communists, they really like this kind of uniform. And there are some people, who dress up this way. Some Germans who dress up in uniforms like that, and they're doing it for real. Obviously, I'm doing it to be sarcastic, but some people are actually doing that for real. So anyway, as you know, communists are totally the good guys, and as every German knows, every East German knows, communists are the good guys. Stalin is the good guy who defeated Hitler, and of course Nazis are the bad guys, but Stalin is the good guy, So communism is great, and of course you should teach it to your kids and make them into little cute little revolutionaries who destroy the old evil capitalist society, The first thing I noticed, when reading this book, because I have the German version and the English version, and I noticed is that it is the same book, but it's not at all the same text. I don't know. They changed the text for the English version. I don't know why they did that. It's marketed as the same book, and it is the same book, but I don't know. I guess the translator just took a lot of artistic freedom. Because the German version actually starts out very different than the English version. If you want to know exactly what the German version says, you can check out my German video where I read the book in German. But now, of course, I'm gonna read it in English. So let's read it together, okay? So just the start of the first chapter. I'm not gonna read the whole book. It's just give you an idea. Just start at the beginning. It starts with what is capitalism. Oh no, wait. It starts with that chapter doesn't even exist in the German version. Okay, never mind. Okay, it starts with what is communism. I have to look up the German version because the German version is really different. It's confusing. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, well, anyway, okay, let's just start. What is communism? Communism names the society that gets. Well, I'm really bad at reading English. Communism names the society that gets rid of all the evils people suffer today in our society under capitalism. There are a lot of different ideas about what communism should look like, but if communism means getting rid of all the evils people suffer under in capitalism, then the best kind of communism is the one that can get rid of the most evils. It's like curing a disease. If capitalism is a disease, then the best medicine would be the kind of communism that can make people completely well. And not merely 1/3 or half well. Still, people usually are healthy before they get sick, and medicine just returns them to the way they were at first. That's not really true with capitalism, because people suffered a lot even before it. Although for different reasons. That's why the comparison isn't so good, and even if communism is a good remedy, it's no cure-all. Wait a minute. I remember the German version differently. Oh, okay. I should have continued reading. It's only a remedy caused for the evils. No, it's only a remedy for the evils caused by capitalism. If you have a cough and fever, and you take a pill for the cough, then only the cough goes away, not the fever. Communism is kind of like that. It doesn't heal all suffering, but rather only the suffering caused by capitalism. To really understand communism and figure out which idea of it is the best, we have to first understand the evils of capitalism and how it makes people suffer. Oh, and isn't that cute? You have a cute little communist here, and here's a remedy for cough, and here's a remedy for fever. Okay, so what is capitalism? Capitalism exists today all over the world, and it is called capitalism because capital rules. This isn't the same as saying that capitalists rule or that the capitalist class rules. No? In capitalism, there are certainly people who have more power than others, but there isn't a queen who sits on a throne high above society and commands everybody. So if people no longer rule over society, who does? The answer may sound a little strange. Things do. Of course, we don't mean this literally. See, this is totally harmless. It's not against people. It's just against all previously existing social states. That's actually a quote from Marx right there. So, but of course, this book doesn't actually quote Marx. What the fuck? Now he's talking about UFOs. UFOs? Okay, well, never mind. Things do. Of course, we don't mean this literally, since things can't do anything. Least of all will people. After all, they're just things, and not all things have this power. Only special things do. Or, to put it better, only a special form of things do. These special things don't fall from the sky or come flying down to Earth in UFOs shooting people with laser beams. I like how this is obviously really targeted as at children, and there's another cute little picture here. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean. They're just things that people create to make life easier to serve them. Strangely, over time, people forget that they made those things, and soon enough, people begin to serve the things. Imagine this. A girl walks over a desk and writes down on a piece of paper, "Please drink a glass of water." 1 or 2 hours later, she wanders by the desk again and finds that piece of paper. As she reads it, this time she forgets that she was the one who wrote it and thinks to herself that she should probably do what the paper says. Maybe she's a bit skeptical at first, so she finds a friend and asks, "Do I really have to drink a glass of water right now? I'm not even thirsty." The friend answers, "I don't know. Here, let me have a look." She reads what's written on the piece of paper and tells the girl, "Yep, that's what it says. You have to drink a glass of water." If the girl walks by this piece of paper too often, she would get a terrible bellyache pretty quickly, and that's how she ends up being ruled by things and suffering. I have absolutely no clue what this has to do with communism, but okay, I do know that communism is, I do realize that we as an entire society and the entire world is suffering. Suffering under capitalism, which makes us drink glasses of water even though we don't want to. And communism is the cure for that. Oh dear. It goes on like that with a lot of metaphors, and now she's talking. Is it? I think it's actually. I'm not sure if a guy or a woman wrote this, because the name is Beanie. I don't know if this is a guy's name, Beanie. No, it's not really a German name, Beanie. Well, anyway, Beanie makes a lot of examples. If I would have continued reading, then Beanie starts talking about Ouija boards, and in the next drawing is about sheeps, and I guess we're the sheeps. I don't know. Let's go to the, skip a little, because this is just, too many metaphors. Let's get right down to the gist of it. What the solution is. Oh, here. Oh, it's even worse. Now there's a chapter about crisis and. Okay. So anyway, we're in a terrible state, and we need communism to free us all and make us all happy. That's actually the title of the German version, because the German version is called Communism, a little story of how everything will finally be better. Roof translation of mine. So anyway, but as you can see in English, it's called Communism for Kids. And isn't that cute? That's the here I found the drawing from the title page. So let's read that. That looks interesting. This is interesting. The book breaks the fourth wall. Everyone is now having meetings about everything. They're pretty much meetings all the time. Since they have to discuss everything themselves, they don't want to leave any decisions to some pot person. I guess I must have missed something. Even though pot people don't exist anymore, the people are now changing everything themselves as often as they want. We decide together what we want, and then we see who wants to make it. Some people explain, no, it's the other way around. Someone else responds, first we see how long and how fast we want to work, or if we want to work at all. Then we see which needs can be met. As you can see, the people don't always agree. You could even say they're all quite different, more different than before. But they can handle that pretty well. It even makes them happy that there are so many differences between them. Okay, well, this is bullshit because, I don't really know about communism, but socialism aims to make people equal, so they wouldn't be happy with people being different, but no, it's for children. It even makes them happy that there are so many differences between them. Otherwise, it would get boring pretty fast. Finally, the people stop shaking their heads, and instead of saying no, they start to say, hello. Hi, hello, over there. What? Who? Me? I can't believe it. There's some people standing right here. And here they are. Here, those are the people that are talking to us right now. Isn't that cute? The little cute little communists from the drawings are talking to us. I can't believe it. There's some people standing right here at the bottom of the page, peering through the screen right back at me. They're waving their arms in the air and yelling about something. Some of them seem pretty angry. Yeah, that's right. We mean you. Stop telling your story. We decide what happens next because this is our story now and we're making history ourselves. Communist desire. But that was already that's already the end of the book. I thought, well, that is just the epilogue that comes next. So that actually was the book. Okay, admittedly, I skipped a few pages, but actually not that many. It's not that big of a book, and half of it is the epilogue, which I'm not gonna read because the epilogue is no longer really aimed at children. It's a lesson in history, from a communist perspective. But it doesn't actually have anything to do with explaining communism, but I kind of feel like the rest of the book didn't really either. But what I have realized, or if I would be a small, easily influenced child, which my wife attests that I am, I do understand, even from just looking into it, that we're all really unhappy and suffering under the state of, suffering in general right now, and we need communism to cure us. And isn't that a great message to tell to your kids? And violence becomes so much cuter if cute little communist drawings do it. And it doesn't really, because it's for children, it doesn't actually really, go into detail about the violence, but it is implied that you have to, communists say that in general, that you have to use violence, and that book also implies that you have to use violence to get rid of the old state of society, but the evil old capitalist state of society that makes everybody suffer. Isn't that a great idea, to teach like your 5-year-old kid, about how great communism is, and that he should also become a revolutionary when he grows up and engage in violence to destroy the old state of society, which of course includes his parents. Or he can rent them out to the sword police or something like that. Yeah. So I can't see how that could backfire at all,